Good morning. This is Dr. Joey Castilleja. I am the superintendent here in the Mapton School District, but today I am coming to you as a fellow parent. I am going to give you a little demonstration on how I check my own students' grades on Skyward using my iPhone. First, you're going to need the Skyward app. We will make a separate video on how to download that and get that installed. But here on my home screen in the bottom left-hand corner, you'll see a blue square that says Skyward. I'm going to open that up. And then the first screen you're going to come to is your login screen. First time you log in, you'll have to put in your username and password. If you don't have that, just call the office at either building and they'll be able to get that for you. What you're going to ask for is your parent login. If you have a parent login and you have multiple kids, I will show you how it's really easy to flip between kids. If you have your individual student logins, you'll only be able to see one student at a time. So I recommend getting the parent login. So here you see I have several accounts because I work here, but the one that I'm interested in today is Joey's Parent Access Mobile. Since I'm on a mobile device, I'm going to choose that option. And it takes just a second to connect. And here I am. I'm in. And at the very top, you'll see a drop down, and you see my high schooler's name. Her name is Maya. And if I want to flip to my elementary student, JJ or Jason, I can just scroll down to him and I can see his grades. And if I want to see my middle schooler, Alyssa, I can pick her. So here I am looking at Alyssa's gradebook. So the first thing I'll notice is that she has several classes she's enrolled in. There's an attendance class that we use for attendance purposes. There's English 7-8. She has Math 7-8, PE and Health 7-8, History 7-8, Science 7-8, and Advisory with Mr. Gaston. So here, you can see that she's doing pretty well with her grades. And we're going to go ahead and drill down one more level so we can actually see the assignments in those grades. So let's start with math. To get there, I'm just going to click on where it says A, 93.33%. If I click on that, it'll take me to the next page. And this is the actual grade book for that class specifically. I can see that she has a 93.33%. And if I go down a little bit, I will start to see homework is usually where I start. So with homework, I can see the names of the assignments, the grade, the points that she has earned. And if I use my finger to swipe to the right, I can learn a little bit more information about that assignment specifically. Now here, this is a really good example. Looks like I have something to talk to Alyssa about when I get home tonight. The top two grades or assignments, you'll see that there's no grade in the grade book. I have A's all the way down, but the top one, 921, there was add decimals. It was due on the 6th of October, no grade. She had a second one that was also due on the 6th of October. So something's going on there. And to learn more, I'm going to swipe to the right. And I will see that there's a star out of 10. So that usually a star means that there's an assignment there that's going to have a grade. It doesn't have one yet. A 0 usually means that nothing was handed in. And so there's nothing to grade. But if I swipe a little bit further, there's a notes column. So this is actually where I get a lot of information from this. It says not graded, missing. So my daughter has some explaining to do. It could be that she missed the assignment and is going to end up with a 0 on it. It also could be maybe it's just not graded yet. It does take teachers time to get to that, and they do their best to stay caught up. So sometimes we have to be a little bit flexible and patient, but generally speaking, this is kind of good information. If it's a star, usually what that means is it's a assignment in the grade book that will be graded. It hasn't been entered yet, but the star is making it so it's not calculating into the grade yet. So chances are this is something that just hasn't been entered or graded yet. If it's a 0, that's different than a star. That means that the assignment is weighted into the grade, and she has scored a 0 out of 10 or 0 out of 25. So just something to think about, looking for stars versus zeros versus numbers. So going down a little bit further, though, I can also see the Khan Academy assignment. That was a pretty good size one. That was 25 out of 25 points. She had a 5-point homework assignment, a 10-point scale factor assignment. So a lot of good information here. If you go down a little bit further, you'll see other categories. Not all teachers will use everything. It just kind of depends on the subject and how teachers choose to organize their grade procedures. But you might have journal grades or leadership grades or participation points, quizzes versus tests, things like that. So a lot of good information. So hopefully that helps. One more thing I want to show you. There's a tab across the top that says grade marks. If I click on that, this is also a nice reminder if you need a reminder on what the percentages are for different letter grades, the difference between a B plus versus an A minus. I often use that just as a reminder. So you can toggle back and forth. When I'm done looking at that class, I just hit the X and I'm back to Alyssa's overall schedule. And then if I want to flip to my high schooler, I can do this, just use that tool and flip up or down. So hopefully that helps. If you need help with this, call the office. Chances are the secretary can help you. A principal can help you. You can also call a teacher directly. That's always a really good option if you have specific questions about a certain class. And of course, my door's open. Give me a call. Shoot me an email. Come by the office. I'm always happy to get my phone out and show you how I do it and help you with yours as well. So hopefully you have a good day. Keep working hard. Thank you, parents, for all the support you're giving the kids. And just keep encouraging them. We're on our way to a reopening eventually here soon. So all the hard work is definitely going to be appreciated when we get to that point. So have a good day.